Hi, Jackie Van Riller here, and in today's video I'm going to show you some specific points you can work on your face to help to reduce smoking cravings. I've had a couple people reach out to me and say that with all the stress in their lives and different things that they've been going through this last year or so that they've taken up smoking again and they really want to stop the habit. Now this formula is not going to work if you don't really have the desire to quit, so you have to really have that desire, and this is going to help to control some of the cravings, increase your saliva production so that you don't have those cravings quite as much, and to kind of relax your nervous system so it's the stress, you can release the stress that's in your life to decrease those cravings as well. So we're going to start with points 124, and these are going to be halfway between your brows and your hairline and kind of on the outer part of the brow there. You can just go back and forth. If you find a specific spot that feels tense or tender or zingy, just kind of hang out in that area. You can do figure eights. Whatever you want to do in this whole area is fine. If you feel spots that are more bumpy or zingy than other areas, then you can work those a little bit more. Just kind of stay in that area. You can support the skin if that feels good. I'm feeling that when I'm supporting the skin, I can really feel those areas. Now I'm not pushing in with the detector. I'm just doing a gentle gliding motion. And you want to go just pretty slow so you can really feel where you get those little, like, oh yeah, that's the spot, that's the spot. Next we're going to do point 34, which is on above this inner brow, right in this area. You take a deep breath while you're doing that. And then we're going to go from point 103 right in the center of the forehead all the way down to point 1. And that's just going to look like this. So we're going to do this point here. This helps to turn off the overactive mind or obsessive thoughts, right? So when you have an addiction of any sort, you just have these obsessive thoughts. I need a cigarette. I need a cigarette. And so this is going to help to turn off that portion of the addiction. So turning or going down here, we're going to go down to point 26, which is right between the brows, and that just relaxes your whole nervous system. So it kind of turns on the parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest and digest, allows you to just decrease stress. Coming down here to point 189, this is a point for relaxing your diaphragm, so it allows you to take deeper breaths. This is going to really clear out your lungs, help to get some of that old smoke out. Brighten your skin, help your body just heal and repair from the damage that's been done. And then just coming down to point 1, and this point helps to really get yourself into your body to feel more grounded, more connected. And then we're going to move to the side of the nose. Right here is point 61, and you can just do that by going up and down the side of the nose. You'll do that a couple times, and then it'll come underneath the cheekbones all the way up to point 16, where the top of the ear attaches to the face. And doing this supports the deeper areas of your lungs, so helping to get oxygen and blood flow all the way to the deeper portions of your lungs. Point 61 helps to release natural endorphins. So a lot of times we're going for that cigarette or we're going for whatever addiction it is that we have because we want to get that rush of endorphins. So this helps to give you a smaller rush, but a rush nonetheless. And then we can go up on the other side. Up and down the side of the nose, underneath the cheeks to the top of the ear. And on the left side, we're going to get point 37, and that's in line with the bottom of the nose and directly under the eyes. Just do some nice circles in this area. It helps you to feel more grounded, turn off obsessive thoughts, but it also increases saliva production in your mouth. And when you have more saliva production, your food's going to taste sweeter, things like that, so you're going to have less cravings. So it's really a nice way to turn off cravings is to just have more saliva production. This is great if you have chapped lips. Also good if you tend to bruise easily, have gingivitis, feel like you just can't turn off your thoughts. It's a really great point to use. Next, we're going to work directly under the nose and directly under the eye. This is 0.50 for the liver. Liver has a lot to do with detoxifying, all right? So if we're smoking or using any other type of toxin in our body, it's just really going to help to detoxify and get some of that stuff out of our bodies. And then we're going to get these 2 points underneath the lip. If you are pregnant, we want to avoid working the whole area under the lip. Otherwise, we're going to point directly underneath the nostril, 0.7. And then beside that is 0.113. And these are also great points for helping to reduce cravings, food or otherwise. Some nice work in this area. We're going to work this point 14, which is where the bottom of the ear attaches to the face. This is another point that increases saliva production, and it helps to regulate your throat. It's going to help to heal any like old injuries you have to the throat or any damage that's been done through smoking. Just increase that saliva production as well, just to decrease those cravings. And this is something you can do anytime that you feel a craving coming on. You can reach for your detector instead of that cigarette and see if that just doesn't help to turn them off. Again, it's not going to do all the work for you. You still have to really have the desire to quit. And lastly, we're going to end up with a point that's in line with 189, but on the outer under corner of your eye. And this point is a point for increasing your circulation, but also really decreases feelings of anxiety. A lot of times we choose to use an addictive behavior to help us decrease feelings of anxiety. So if we can do that naturally on our own, it's a really great way to help us. At this point, I like to just work a little extra. In addition, this point also helps to give all of the other points that we've used a little extra push or a little extra oomph. All right, and that's the formula. Please let me know if that helps you, and for specifically for the people who have reached out to me. If you know somebody who can be helped by this today, please pass this video along to them and help them to decrease their desire to smoke. All right, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.